you know, we can't go with Cam Newton, what he said, you know, he's, what do you call him, a game manager? He's not a game management player. But, I mean, he's done really well to help this team out. And I think he has a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and he knows that.
Definitely. There is a buzz with this Niner team. And there's certainly a buzz with Purdy. And I know the Mr. Irrelevant thing and the plucky underdog, and he's played that really well. But you're right. They got to finish this off, I feel like, or else people are going to go back to see he's a game manager, system quarterback, this kind of thing. And I do think at some point, yeah, he's going to need to finish this off, or he just is a nice story. And people are saying, yeah, but.
It is really interesting to see how the trajectory has changed too, now the Chiefs becoming the villains. We still have plenty more to talk about on the championship countdown. We have a little trivia question. We love trivia, guys. As we go into this break, I want you guys to ponder this. Who is the only player from Cleveland to win MVP of the big game? Cleveland, the city. We're not talking Browns. Hold your answer, Mark. Yes, we have the answer coming up later on Championship Countdown.
Oh,
no, I got this.
Let me help you with that.
I'm good, man, thanks.
Are you sure?
I got it. Oh, I'm okay.
You want to flip those over, though.
Everyone can use a little help now and then. The Volkswagen Tiguan with standard front assist. Get 1.9% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2024 Tiguan S4 Motion or lease one for $299 a month. Limited inventory available.
New Jersey, we got a lot of wow to go around. All year round. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lot of wow.
From all over the world, people turn to Cleveland Clinic for our expertise and our compassionate care. As leaders in heart, neurology, and cancer, the future of specialty care is happening right now at Cleveland Clinic. For every life-saving treatment, for every next step, for every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love that.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your entire project.
Toyota is all about having choices, like more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including this adventurous new RAV4, America's best-selling SUV.
Toyota also believes in the power of personal choice for reducing carbon emissions, including this built-in-the-USA electrified RAV4 hybrid.
Now choose 4.99 APR financing on a new 24 RAV4, or get 5.99 on a RAV4 hybrid, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
The choice is yours. Toyota, let's go places.
I loved showcasing Cleveland Heights for what it is, and I couldn't be more proud to be from there to shine light back home. It means everything that Cleveland Heights gets the respect and gets the credit they deserve for what they do for the kids and the families in the community.
You know, our kids realize they played in the same stadium that I'm speaking in right now. They walk the same halls that you know, the Kelsey brothers walk. Some of the same teachers are still here. So it's a big deal for our kids, and it gives them a little ray or light of hope to know that, man, they did it. They came from Cleveland Heights. Maybe I'll have an opportunity as well.
That is really cool to see somebody from your high school go to this game and this stage. I went to Rocky River. Nobody's ever played
Hey, but they still, you have famous alums. Look at you right here, Mark Schwab. Look how far
If
you
I'm
have
the
made
best
it.
we got probs in the
It's
River
not
City.
saying much right
That
there.
ain't it.
Oh my
That ain't
goodness.
it.
Remember, I mean,
The Kelce brothers.
There was two of them. I mean, and they're not. It's not even like they're just average players. I mean, they're Hall of Fame players.
Yeah,
you know what
so
I mean? In their own right, in their own roles, and to have them both come from that school is really big.
Well, and that's why some people are talking about is Kelce now just really good. Is he the best to ever play his position? So it's a short list. It's Kelce, it's Gronkowski. For me, all right, let's talk Shannon Sharp. Let's talk Tony Gonzalez. Once you get into like John Mackey and Mike Ditka and maybe even Winslow's name was on there, now you're talking about different eras, and I don't know if you can really have that kind of conversation. But if you're at really just between Gronk and Kelce and those other two guys, Sharp and Gonzalez, I think when you look at things like games played, like Gonzalez played forever. He played almost twice as many games as Gronk did, and that's how he built up a lot of the numbers. I think it's these two, Kelce or Gronk, and I'm inclined to take Kelce. He's done just about what Gronk has done, actually more yards, a few fewer touchdowns, basically the same amount of games. And he's going to keep playing, it seems like.
Yeah, he's almost had 8 straight seasons with 1,000+ receiving yards, which is amazing. With him and Gronk, I don't know if I would necessarily say I'm going to go Travis over Gronk. I mean, I think when you look at it, you're kind of like, when it gets down to that moment, do you want Kelce or do you want Gronkowski? But it's kind of hard because Gronkowski played with Tom Brady, who is the greatest quarterback to play the game. Patrick Mahomes is great, but Tom Brady's up there is way past that. So it's like that little factor makes it hard to make that decision to me.
Well, and it's a big factor too what quarterback you got. I mean, you look at these tight ends and the relationship they're able to develop with these quarterbacks in the offense they're able to create, and the fact that Patrick Mahomes has a guy like Travis Kelce he can go to. I mean, this guy right here, Kittle, a huge part of the 49ers offense. Brock Purdy, we talk about how you can't compare him to Patrick Mahomes, but man, the weapons that Purdy has around him are second to none, some of the best in the league.
It really has. I mean, I think you look at, we just had Kittle up. He's easily a top 5 tight end in the NFL. You could, after Kelce and Andrews, I think is a safe put at 2. Kittle's in the conversation after that with some of the other guys. Ayuk has really come on. Debo has been what he always is. And then they always come up with these other receivers that tend to make plays. You're like, why is that guy making a play, right? And so some people do. That's where you get the Brock Purdy as the assistant guy. We aren't even talking about Kittle. They played in this game a few years back, and there was the talk, are these the best 2 tight ends in the NFL? Well, I don't know if Kittle's in the top 2 anymore, but he's really darn good. But I still think Kelce, for my money, I got him as the best ever. And I know you made a fair point. He had Tom Brady throwing to him. A lot of people feel like when Patrick Mahomes is done, we're going to be talking about is it Mahomes or Brady?
Right, and I think it depends how long Patrick Mahomes plays for.
Yes.
That's what you need to really see. Is he going to do what Tom Brady did in a short amount of time like that? We don't know. That remains to be seen at this point. But how long is he going to play is the question. But going back to Kelce, he has been dominant for so long, but in this season, he took a little bit of a dip. So that's important to remember that he really didn't sprout like that until they played the Baltimore Ravens. And it was kind of like, wow, okay, now we're seeing him getting that mojo, that swag of T. Kelce that we know. So that's a big thing. He's got to be able to do that against the 49ers.
Kelce started off at a historic pace and then did slow down by
the whole
half
offense
year.
took a dip. I mean.
All right, as we go to break, look how the prices have gone up for ads in the big game. $7 million for a 30-second spot this year. And since we all work for a CBS station, we approve of that price. Gonna mix in the Browns after this break.
Need a low payment? Helene Kia has hundreds of new Kias available right now with payments under $300 per month. Stuck in a loan or lease? Helene Kia wants to get you released, even if you owe up to $8,000 more than your trade is worth.
Only at Helene Kia
in North Homestead and Sandusky.
Who is Bernie Moreno? In Bogota, Colombia, his family was wealthy and connected. After moving to the U.S., Moreno sided with Barack Obama and Joe Biden on amnesty, citizenship for 11 million illegal immigrants. And he criticized President Trump's approach to illegal immigration. Now Bernie claims he's with us. You only get one vote. Don't blow it on Bernie. Leadership for Ohio Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
True North convenience stores and Celsius keep you moving throughout the day. Only at True North stores, grab 2 Celsius energy drinks and get the 3rd drink free. Celsius is all about movement and delivers an essential source of energy that's specially formulated to work with your body to help you ace your goals. Keep moving with True North stores and Celsius when you buy 2 of your favorite Celsius flavors and get 1 free. True North convenience stores. Fast, friendly, clean.
Hey, yo. Yeah, yo. You want to taste the best pizza in town? Giannino's Pizzeria is your hometown pizza favorite. It's always fresh. Provolone cheese shredded daily. Tomato sauce without preservatives. Fresh dough, never frozen. But Giannino's Pizzeria is more than just great tasting pizza. Try our fresh salad, Giannino's famous Italiano fried chicken and JoJo, and our super Italian subs. You want a piece of me?
Giannino's. For a location near you, go to gianninos.com.
Auto show pricing's happening right now at Helene Kia, and we've got hundreds of new Kias under $300 per month.
Like a brand new 2024 Kia Sportage for $229, Seltos for $199, or a Forte for only $149 per month.
Only at Helene Kia.
In North Homestead and Sandusky.
The AP Defensive Player of the Year,
Go, girl.
presented by TCL, is Myles Garrett.
Joe Flacco.
Steven Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski, sorry. Yeah, got that one. It's like the Oscars or something. Yeah, thank you very much. Unfortunately, Steven or Kevin couldn't be here tonight, so we're happy to accept this award on his behalf.
Shout out to Steven.
That was
Come
so
on, Steve,
good.
come on down. Either
So,
one of you, Steve.
Apparently, he has a cousin named Steven Stefanski,
Really?
and he called his cousin after and was like, "You had a pretty good night. You won AP Coach of the Year."
Yeah,
that is tremendous. So the Browns cleaned up this week at the major awards. They were up for 4. Which one surprised you guys?
I don't think I'm surprised by any of them. I think they're all well-deserved. The only one that I would have teetered on, well, maybe 2, possibly with DeMeco Ryans for Coach of the Year. I understand the 4 quarterbacks, but I still was kind of like, all right, what he did with Stroud and whatnot. And then also with the Comeback Player of the Year, I really did want to see Flacco win that. But with Damar Hamlin coming back and actually playing from literally dying on a football field and going in cardiac arrest, I was kind of thinking I didn't know which way that was going to go. Even though he didn't clock a lot of minutes, he still made his way back to a field and still played.
Yep.
So I wasn't sure with that one.
I think if you don't have Joe Flacco, the storyline of him this season, I do think it's probably Damar Hamlin. You look at the other people that were in the running for that, Matt Stafford, Baker. I don't think any of those guys, Tua, I don't think any of those guys end up beating Damar Hamlin. But just the incredible story of Flacco literally coming off of his couch and leading the Browns to a playoffs, to a wild card appearance. That one a little bit of a surprise. It was cool to see it for Flacco. And yeah, Stefanski with DeMeco Ryans, and you look at the voting, and he just won by one more first place vote. But both of them, what both those coaches were able to do. I mean, Stefanski, we talked about the adversity all season long. They ended up playing 5 different quarterbacks and still found a way to make it to the playoffs. It's incredible the way that he was able to rally his group. And now you look at contract extension. Well, he's now won Coach of the Year twice in the past 4 seasons.
Yep. Gonna have to pay the guy. Put me down 4. I was surprised at a few of them, but I guess the most surprised would have been comeback for the reasons you mentioned. Damar Hamlin, I mean, we all saw that. That is amazing that he played at all at any point. All right, player props. These are always the most entertaining parts of the Super Bowl because there's always crazy bets of what you can put money on and can't. More passing touchdowns, Mahomes or Birdie. Those are pretty straightforward, right? You got things like more rushing yards, Pacheco or McCaffrey. More receiving yards, Kelsey or Debo. More sacks, Chris Jones or Nick Bosa. What do you think here?
I'm going Mahomes.
I think that's an easy Mahomes.
Yeah. I'm going to go with that one, too. I'm going to go with that one, too. Most rushing yards.
I'm going McCaffrey.
Yeah, I'd probably go McCaffrey.
I love Pacheco, but McCaffrey has been dominant. That man's going to run.
I love all the memes about Pacheco, how angry he runs. People have showed like little dogs running mad and compared it to him.
And let me say this. I'm super happy for Christian McCaffrey because when I covered the Carolina Panthers, that's when he was drafted there. They finally let that man go. He's going to a Super Bowl Offensive Player of the Year award. Like, kudos to Carolina for just letting that man go and be great because it wasn't going to happen
They
in Carolina.
screwed that up, though. They didn't get enough.
Man,
they did not get enough.
Happy for him, though.
More receiving yards, Kelsey or Deebo Samuel? By the way, I'm taking the Chiefs so far in all these.
I'm doing Kelsey because Deebo Samuel cannot seem to stay healthy in the 4 quarters.
Okay.
He's always going out. He's always holding the arm. I don't know if he's going to be healthy for 4 quarters at this point.
I would say Kelsey just based on the trajectory we've seen from him. And it just feels like the Chiefs as a whole, they are hitting at the right time. They are playing their best ball at the right time, continuing to get better. Like we said, I think I picked McCaffrey, but I would pick Chiefs for just about all these.
Yeah, I also don't think that Deebo is like a #1 option for them. Kelsey is. So they're always going to hit Kelsey with Deebo. You really don't know. You know what I mean? Like there's so many options. Not saying that the Chiefs don't have that, but it's not like apparent that we have to hit Deebo like how it is with Travis, where they've got to look for him.
That's the thing with the Niners, especially if you played fantasy, you know this. Is this an Ayuk week? Is this a Samuel week? Is this a Kittle week? McCaffrey always seems to have big weeks. The pass catchers, it's always one guy explodes, one guy's okay, and the other guy's kind of okay, but you don't know who it's going to be. So if you're going to put money on a guy, put money on Kelsey, who's there all the time. What about most sacks, Jones or Bosa?
I'm going to go with, no, that's a hard one.
I know.
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones?
I'll go the other and take Bosa.
I'll go with the Buckeye.
Yeah.
Put me down for the Buckeye.
Why would you bring up fantasy when you know what I've been through this past season?
If you guys don't listen to the podcast, Ashley, well, you won 1 game.
I did win one. I went one in like
1,000.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you guys talk about that you never really know with the 49ers who's going to have a breakout game.
Right.
When you look at the Chiefs, I mean, they didn't really have a receiver that had stepped up until Rashee Rice. I mean, he's had a great breakout. MVS, you never know what kind of game you've gotten with him. He's developed, gotten more consistent. So both of these teams have kind of taken dips in terms of their offense at midseason, and now kind of any guy can step up for them.
All right, we got a trivia question. Showed it to you earlier. We'll talk about this coming up in the show. Championship Countdown's trivia question. Who's the only player from Cleveland to win the MVP of the big game? I know it. I don't think you two do.
Don't need to brag.
I'm going to brag. This makes me not cool. Stick around. Championship Countdown continues.
Goodbye, Speed Demon.
Oh, we get it. It's hard to say goodbye to your car. AutoNation is here to make it easy for you. To see how much your car is worth and get top dollar fast, visit AutoNation.com or see us in person today.
Should we buy a place together?
I think so.
Love that for you.
And I can walk you through everything from mortgage rates to closing costs.
Nobody move.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank.
New Jersey, we got a lot of wow to go around all year round. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lot of wow.
Is that better?
The finely crafted Volkswagen Taos. It's built just right. Get 1.9% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2024 Taos S4 Motion or lease one for $279 a month. Limited inventory available.
We got that cheesy kind of love. Yeah, you're making me melt. Don't want nobody else. We got that cheesy kind of love. Really sourdough. We got that cheesy kind of love. Melt, you know.
Rally's new sourdough double melt. Double the beef, double the cheese. All on sourdough, you know? Now just $3.29.
Got that cheesy kind of love. Really sourdough.
Cheesy love, only $3.29.
Melt, you know.
From all over the world, people turn to Cleveland Clinic for our expertise and our compassionate care. As leaders in heart, neurology, and cancer, The future of specialty care is happening right now at Cleveland Clinic. For every life-saving treatment, for every next step, for every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
So long, happy little blue car.
Oh, we get it. It's hard to say goodbye to your car. AutoNation is here to make it easy. For a super fast appraisal and a top dollar offer, visit AutoNation.com or see us in person today.
I have a lot of respect for the 49ers. First team that I played with, I was there with Mr. DeBartolo and also, all the legends and everything. So I'm kind of torn between both teams. I had great experiences in both places and really blessed to be able to be a part of, two really great franchises within the NFL. I'm just going to sit back on Sunday like everybody else and just really try to enjoy the game. And you know what? I think I talked to everybody. Everybody just wants a good game.
That's Elvis Gerbach of St. Joe's. He went to Cleveland, but he never won a Super Bowl MVP, or he's from Cleveland, I should say. Who's the only player from this town to win MVP of the big game? Ladies, you got a guess? I don't know. Some of y'all cheated, right?
Yeah, I think we both cheated and looked it up. Desmond Howard.
See, a lot of people don't pull this because Des basically won it as a kick returner. Nobody thinks special teams. They start going through, quarterback, maybe a running back. No, he was a St. Joe's Viking, and then, of course, played for the team up north. We don't want to talk about that. Most popular NFL player in Ohio. This is based on internet searches. I am not surprised at all that Joe Burrow is one. What surprises you ladies here?
Well, so, okay, is this based on this is all time? This doesn't surprise me. Is the right?
It's like right now, average searches per month. So you're over the last few months.
This doesn't surprise me. I mean, Joe Burrow's got so much swag. Have you seen his hair?
Yeah, but this surprises me if we're looking at just over the past couple months. I mean, what are you searching him on the past couple months? Maybe once he got his contract.
But I feel like Travis only got it because of Taylor.
But he's been out for the year. So what else are you searching? What about him? Just to see how he's doing?
I feel like Travis. You could say that, but Travis has only gotten more clicks because of Taylor. A lot more.
You totally could, yeah. And that's why I think he would have a lot of clicks right now. I don't know why Joe Burrow. I feel like I've seen nothing about Joe Burrow over the past couple months.
If you talk to Bengals people, they will tell you Joe Burrow being Joe Burrow is
what do you
enough
search
to
on
Google
him?
Joe Burrow.
So what do you search this month on him?
Updates on his wrist.
Is there any updates?
He's coming along. He thinks he's going to be ready for OTAs. It's where he's aiming.
You got to get that. You got to get that one-on-one with.
I just knowing
what's going on.
Yeah, that's where we're at. You know what surprised me here until I found out this was just based on internet searches was Deshaun Watson being ahead of Nick Chubb. However, somebody searching Deshaun Watson doesn't necessarily mean he's more popular in the likable sense.
Right.
It just means there's a lot of stuff out there with Deshaun Watson.
His name.
Right.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb, like Joe Burrow, just injured. Still surprised Chubb wasn't a little bit higher. All right, which coach do you like better? Because these are considered two of the best, maybe the two best, if depending on how you view Bill Belichick these days.
Oh, you have to go Andy Reid. I mean, one of the best coaches in the NFL, Hall of Fame coach. I mean, look what he did with the Eagles, now what he's doing with the Chiefs. I mean, how do you go against him? I mean, I'm upset that it's not going to be a freezing game so we don't see his mustache freeze again. Like, I mean, you can't go against Andy Reid, man. He's a freaking powerhouse.
The frozen stash was iconic, but I think when you look at the Chiefs, nobody thought that they would be in this game. It's actually very interesting that they're viewed as the underdog. I get why, but based on our picks and everything, it doesn't seem like we're treating them as an underdog. But you look at how they did when they had the loss to the Broncos. They had some really bad losses, and people thought there's no shot they're getting back to the big game. Right. And look at them now. I go Andy Reid.
I'll say this about Reid. There's an argument you hear in sports. It's not the X's and O's, it's the Jimmies and Joes. Before Patrick Mahomes got there, he was the guy that got to the playoffs, never won a thing. Mahomes shows up, now he starts winning the big game. You can go either way with it. I understand. I'd probably pick him too, but there is something to be said for who is on the roster. All right, these are the uniforms. Chiefs in the home red, Niners in the road white, because there is technically a home and road team. Who is your MVP if it's not a quarterback? I say McCaffrey.
I say McCaffrey.
Yeah, I would go with McCaffrey. I'd feel more comfortable saying that.
Because it feels like when he has a big game, boy, it's a week winner. He's a game winner. He's just so explosive in so many ways. I got a hard time seeing anyone other than a quarterback winning it. Unless I guess if it's like 9-6 and somebody has 5 sacks.
Yeah.
He's just a game changer for him. And I mean, the yards after contact, the way that he can just run the ball. Yeah. If it's not Patrick Mahomes, if it's not Purdy, I don't see how it's not. I mean, maybe Travis Kelce has an insane game, but I don't see him getting it over Mahomes.
It's going to be Usher.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it.
We gotta go! That's the scene of the big game, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. For Leah and Ashley, I'm Schwab.
Experience the Danbury difference. At Danbury Senior Living, you'll enjoy resort-style, independent living, assisted